everyone, this is Tanya with Memory Lane Keepsakes, and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be sharing with you my project that I created for the Oh So Inspired collaboration. Guys, I have been invited by Alicia from Call Me Crafty Al into her collab group through June of 2018, and I'm so excited that you guys are joining me today, and I'm also excited to be sharing my piece with you guys that I created. Now, the piece that Alicia sent us was by Jody's Confessions of a Ribbon Addict. This was the piece that we had to be inspired by, and we had to create a project based on this piece. So as you see here, we are looking at a card with a tag on it that says "You and Me" with the vellum heart shaker on this piece, and this piece is absolutely beautiful. I knew I could duplicate this piece with no problem because I love making shaker cards, but I actually want to step out my element a little bit and create something different and a little bit more tedious, as well as something that I thought everybody else probably wouldn't do. So I'm going to show you some of the different items that I use to create my project, and here we go. So some of the pieces that I use to create my project, I use this stamp set right here. This stamp set right here is a beautiful stamp set. I got this last year from Michael's, and the only thing that I used from the stamp set, believe it or not, because it has a lot of different stamps on it, was the 2 bones. That's all I used, was the 2 bones from this stamp set here. And then I also use this stamp set right here to create my piece. So this one right here is really large, just the size of a sheet of paper, 8.5 by 11, really big. So I use those 2 pieces, and then here is my project. I'm gonna show you guys that, and as I show you my project, I will walk you through how I use the other different pieces to incorporate, to complete my piece. So this was the how I started off. I started off by using VersaFine. This is the ink that I chose to use for my project, and this is the image that I stamped, and I chose to use this. I used this for several different reasons. You guys know the saying, a dog is a man's best friend. Well, I chose to use this because I felt the same thing with the dog and the little girl, and I was inspired by this because these 2 stamps actually remind me of when I had, this wasn't the same type of dog, but I had a little dog as a little girl, and my little dog didn't make it, unfortunately. She got sick somehow and didn't make it, but she was a cute little dog. I never forget her. It was one of my first pets, and I was inspired to do this piece because it kind of spoke volumes to me. And I'm going to tell you how I connected the 2 pieces from the inspired piece as well as the images that I chose. And so this is why I chose these images here, for those different reasons. So my project that I actually came up with was a watercolor picture. So this is what I did. It's not a card, it's a watercolor picture. So this is what I did right here. As you see, I took the 2 images and I created all the colors that you see on this image right here have all been watercolored. And I love this piece right here because for several different reasons. For one, it has a lot of different elements going on with it. And one of the things that I definitely loved most about it was the colors. So I was inspired by the inspiration piece that we had to go on by. I love the way the colors were. They complemented each other really, really well. And so fuchsia is one of my favorite colors anyway, but that light blue just really did something. And then it had a little bit of white in there. And so what I've done here, instead of making a shaker card, I chose to do this piece for different reasons. As you see, it has the "You and Me" on here. I incorporated my "You and Me" right here in the corner. And that represents the little girl as well as the dog, "You and Me." And so you could tell they're close because of different reasons. One being the fact that she has a bone, so the dog is pretty much standing up waiting to get that. And the dog has a heart, so that means he really cares for the little girl, which is too adorable. And what I've done to this piece here, I watercolor all of these this image here in the background using my Distress Oxide colors is what I did. Every single color you see on here was from that, and I'm going to go over all the colors with you. So in this piece right here, I basically used peacock feathers. I use broken china. I've used candied apple, antique linen, fossilized amber, walnut stain, pick raspberry, lucky clover, and also faded jeans. I know that's a lot of colors, but I use all those colors to create this watercolor piece. And one of the things that I love about it is how well they blended. I just love the way the background it made it so easy to do this piece here. And then I like to raise certain things on my pieces. And one of the things that I raised was the little bone. And it already had the words true love inside of it. And I bring it a little closer so you guys can see that. And I just pretty much put glossy accents on there. I love using glossy accents in all of my pieces because it gives it like a glassy raised look, and it goes on looking kind of it don't look glossy at first when you first use it, but when it dries it's clear. So whatever you put it on, it raises it and it dries clear. So keep that in mind if you're not sure what glossy accents is. You guys will love this. And some people also use it as a glue as well. So I use glossy accents on the bone, on the hearts, as well as in this balloon here. And then I also used it right here in this, in the you and me sentiment. But in addition to that, I laid my sequins down. These are the two sequence colors. I use this color here, and I use this color to create this piece. And then I put the glossy accents on top of it, and it created like almost like a shaker, but it's not a shaker. I wanted the look of a shaker without it actually being a shaker. So that's something unique and different that I've never done before. I really like that because it kind of took me out of my comfort zone because I already know how to make shakers and I enjoy doing them. But this is a piece I chose to do. It didn't stop there. Then I came back and I used the Nouveau drops that was supposed to be in hearts on the doll's back. And as you see, some of it kind of I went a little crazy on the side of this a little bit. But I used this right here for the dog there. And then I also used this black right here. I like to finish off my pieces by using the black crystal Nouveau drops in the eyes as well as the nose to kind of raise it up a little bit. And as I'm going to do it this way so you guys can kind of see the dimension a little bit. And you see it in the dog's eye really well. And so those are some of the things that I use. Then I also went back and I used my rhinestones for the dog's bow. And then I used the rhinestones here for the little girl's shoe. So that's pretty much how my card was created. And I always like to sign my art pieces. So MLK stands for Memory Lane Keepsakes. And I also put the year on there for 2018. And this is how my piece was created. I absolutely love it. And then the finished thing that I put on there to close everything and bring it all together was some color shine. And so that's what I use. Heidi Swap Color Shine is how I pretty much gave my card a little bit of bling. So that is all the elements that I used to create this beautiful watercolor piece. I would love to hear you guys' comments on how you was inspired by my piece. But I chose to do this and I hope you guys like it because I'm very happy with it. I put a lot of time and effort into it. And guys, I want to make sure that you guys head over and check out all the other ladies in the Oh So Inspired collab. Their names and links will be listed in my description box down below. And I want you to check them out and also see what they created and why they was inspired by the You and Me piece by Confessions of a Ribbon Addict. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If this is your first time joining me, make sure you go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel and go ahead and click that bell. I have a lot more coming up on my channel. And I hope you guys were inspired today. And I want you guys to be happy crafting. And thank you so much for joining me. Bye-bye.